And next what we're going to do is go back down to the ground floor ceiling plan, and we're going to attach some light fixtures to the ceiling itself. To do so, we'll go to the build panel, select the component, and in the type selector there's some components already loaded, but we don't have the light fixtures loaded. So if we go to the load family, go down to lighting, architectural, internal, and there we have all of our different light fixtures. So as we've placed a ceiling, we can only attach light fixtures that have been designed for the ceilings, like these few here. So the floor lamps will only attach to a floor and so on. So the light that I want to insert is the troffer, which is down towards the end. Select open, and if I go to the type selector, there's our troffer. And what I want to use is the 600 by 600 and 4 lamps. It's just kind of your standard office light. And just roughly put it onto the grid. Once it's placed on the grid, I'm then going to use my move tool to place it more accurately. And then I'm going to copy it. Like so. So there we have a couple of light fixtures fitted. And as they're all attached to the ceiling grid themselves, again, if I just click on the grid itself, so any one of those grid lines, and using my arrow keys, you can see I can shift the ceiling grid, and the lights, because they're fitted to that ceiling grid, will move with it. So now just continue on placing some more light fixtures around the building. Okay, so that should be our ground floor setup. Again, you can copy them up to the first floor by again using the same process we used before. So if you select one of the lights, you can now right click, go to select all instances in visible view. Then using the shift key, I can hold down shift, click and drag, and deselect all of the lights on the left hand side. And then copy to clipboard, and then paste it to the first floor. There we have our light fixtures on the first floor. For the lobby, what I'll do is I'll hang some pendant lights, which again are just in the library. So we'll go back to the component on the architecture tab. We'll go to load family, lighting, architectural, internal. And we have 3 pendant lights. I'm going to use pendant light number 3. So with these, I'm just going to place some randomly. like so. Next, what I'm going to do is go to my 3D view. And there's my pendant lights. But what I want to do is I want to individually select them and increase their length. To get a better view of those pendant lights in the lobby, what I can do is I can press double escape. So in the properties palette, I've got the properties of the view. I can then scroll down to the extents heading and tick on section box. What that does is it puts a section box around the entire project. And when I select it, you'll see I've got some grips, which I can pull back. And it opens up the building for me. So it's just a nice, easy way to chop the building up or to get a nice view inside the building. There you can see our ceiling, partitions running up to the underside of the slab, sitting on top of the slab, and there are our pendants. So what I'm going to do is just simply select the pendant and move down to the dimensions in the properties and just increase the length. I'm just going to add in some random lengths for these pendants, just to give a nice feature. Like so. So then to turn that section box off, just go back into the extents, tick it back, and now we're back to our regular 3D view.